Welcome to Global Black History. Today we want to cover Nigeria's recently elected president, Bola Tinubu. Much has been said about the election, the politics and outcome, but we want to talk economics. There are few leaders of African countries that can boast of a verifiable record of economic achievement. Most African leaders are best known for peace, but few are known for economic development. This makes Bola Tinubu very special. Before we continue, please subscribe and follow us. Our goal is to tell our own black history and our own black stories. Bola Tinubu has a verified record of economic achievement as governor of Lagos. Lagos is a success story, the city with the biggest GDP in sub-Saharan Africa. Lagos is one of the biggest economic zones in Africa in terms of GDP. At the conclusion of Tinubu's term as governor, the GDP of Lagos was $90 billion. This was bigger than the countries of Côte d'Ivoire and Kenya. Bola Tinubu achieved his early education in Nigeria. After high school, he completed undergraduate studies in the United States, first at Richard J. Daley College in Chicago and then at Chicago State University. He graduated in 1979 with a Bachelor of Science degree in accounting. However, he knew that to achieve self-actualization he had to return to Nigeria. In America, he would always play second fiddle, but in Nigeria, he could truly be the boss and call the shots. He joined a multinational giant, an American company that was compatible to his American education, the oil giant Mobil, commonly known as Exxon Mobil today, as an auditor. Tinubu got into business for himself, achieving great success and wealth. But what do men with wealth and success want? He wanted power and influence, and so he got into politics in the 1990s. Eventually being elected governor of Lagos when military rule ended in 1999. He served 2 terms. Under the leadership of Tinubu, Lagos achieved the following. GDP growth under Bola Tinubu. GDP of Lagos made up 30% of the Nigerian GDP. 65% of industrial investment in Nigeria was in Lagos State. 80% of exports came from Lagos. Created Lekki Free Trade Zone, LFTZ. LFTZ, Africa's fastest growing zone, had attracted $15 billion from domestic and foreign investors. Energy power supply. Today, South Africa, Zambia, and Zimbabwe are gripped with load shedding or insufficient energy. You cannot have economic growth without energy. So Tinubu understood that a modern city needed energy. In 2000, the then Governor Bola Tinubu partnered with AES Nigeria to build an independent power plant to generate 270 megawatts for Lagos residents. It ended up feeding the national grid. How about that for energy leadership? Infrastructure renewal. Bola Tinubu facilitated the creation of a modern intracity rail infrastructure and led his state in the construction of roads, bridges, or hospitals, to be completed with private funding, which meant they were self-sustaining and would not require the assistance of the Nigerian federal government and were privately funded. During that time, real estate values climbed tremendously. Constrained again with a debt asset known as land, and which is the smallest among all the states in the country but with unlimited potential for prosperity. Among his other socio-economic success were improving road network to allow traffic to move and facilitate commerce. Trash collection. Pride in Lagos as the heart of Nigerian commerce. Creating jobs for residents. Gigi Bola, free eye screening for Lagos residents. Nigeria's new president, elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu's victory is seen as victory for the business community. Despite reported irregularities and reports of violence in some areas, it is clear that Bola Tinubu has a record of success in economic development, which is a win for Nigeria and the continent of Africa. Thank you for watching Global Black History, and please subscribe to our channel.